Hi, my name is Srinivas. I have 20 plus years of IT experience, out of which 10 years into machine learning algorithms and artificial intelligence. In past 9 months, I've been working with generative AI technology. So today I'm making a very, very interesting video. I'm going to talk about future of developer with generative AI. So let's see how the generative AI is shaping up in a coding environment, be it a Java, .NET, mainframe, C, C++, SAP, any kind of programming. So here one statement I want to make it very clear that every software professional, once again, every software professional should enhance their skills in generative AI. So that is the impact which is going to make in future. So we are going to cover here current roles and activities, what is generative AI, and how generative AI impacts your role, benefits to organizations and coders. So where to start? So the main focus here is like coder roles or the software development, different types of roles. Like here we will be doing understanding requirements gathering and analyzing those requirements, and after that designing or architecting those requirements and business logic. Then we will enter into software coding. There we'll be deciding a Java, .NET, C, C++, mainframe, Golang, Scala, Spark. There are many different types of languages and frameworks, or React JS, Angular, Node.js, or SQL Server, or MySQL databases. It can be any kind of thing, or Terraform scripts, TypeScript, Python scripts, or JavaScript. It's any kind of script. Another activity which is more important is testing activity. So you have to prepare a test cases, and you need to run through those test cases of the coding, then the debugging the coding, then optimizing the performance of different SQL queries, and programming complex business logic, and documenting programs, then collaborating with the teams and solving problems. So these are all the roles in development environment. So, and with that, we will be doing different activities in different environment, like understanding the requirements there, like a review and preparing the specifications, and planning and architecting the design. Then the writing the code with the different types of standards, coding standards, and implementing them. Then creating test cases as discussed, and making sure that we follow the code quality and debugging and performance management. And there are a lot of peer reviews will be conducted, and the deployment of the code in different stages. So these are all the software development activities. Now we are clear about what are the roles and what are the different activities there in the software development environment. Let's get into artificial intelligence. So we all know artificial intelligence is nothing but making your object intelligent object. That is possible with the help of machine learning, where we write machine learning algorithms. But machine learning algorithm will work on only numerical data, more of transactional data. Then what if we have images, video, speeches? Then we go with deep learning. Deep learning algorithms will work based on artificial neural network, which is derived from human brain neural network. So now the human being expectations are to create a new text, new image, new videos, new code. This is where we are focusing more. New music and new speech. We will see how to generate a new code, how to refine existing code, how to review the code, how to prepare test cases, how to test that. That's where we have a generative AI. So this generative AI will generate anything new. So it is a part of deep learning part of machine learning part of artificial intelligence. So this is how the generative AI is evolved. We started with artificial intelligence, then machine learning, then deep learning. So now we have a generative AI. It has become a very, 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 very big thing across the globe. First time in the world, every country is talking about a generative AI. Every organization, every company CEO already invested a lot of money in generative AI to change the coding environments. So we know that there are the different roles like developer role, testing role, quality engineer, architect, lead, project manager, delivery manager, product owner, scrum master. There are n number of roles here. All these roles will be having a problems, will be having a doubts, will be having a questions. So these people will pass those questions to generative AI models with the help of prompts. All these prompts put together is called a prompt engineering. So it is a separate module in generative AI. So in generative AI, we'll be using foundation models, which are predefined, pre-trained machine learning models. So there are many open source frameworks which are providing large language models in generative AI. These models will be trained on the data, whatever you supply on these prompts, then generate the text, generate the images, generate videos, generate code, generate speech and music. But here, our focus is mainly on the code generation part. So what exactly it is going to do, generative AI in each activity, let us try to see that. Before we see that, let's see the difference between machine learning and generative AI. In machine learning, we do predictions, recommendation, classification, clustering, fraud detection. We prepare models from scratch. These are machine learning models. When you go to generative AI, as discussed, it will only generate the text, image, video, speech, code generation, code refinement, test cases preparation, test cases evaluation. In case of migrations, before migration, post migration tests, and script automations. So here we have a foundation models, predefined, pre-trained models. We will never write any machine learning algorithms in generative AI. We will be using existing predefined, pre-trained machine learning algorithms and develop generative AI models. So let's see how generative AI impacts your role. You may be a developer, you may be a tester, you may be a senior person, you may be a junior person. Anything related to software development, it is going to impact a lot. Okay, let's see how we are going to do that. For example, you want to gather some requirements, or you want to architect those requirements, or there are some problem statements you want to derive a solutions. So your generative AI can prepare architecture, can prepare solution to different types of problem statements. So without any human intervention, your job is to prepare a proper prompt and ask what kind of architecture you want, what kind of problem you want to solve it. Okay. So after that, when you go to coding and testing, as I told you, it can generate every line of code, including variable declaration, typecasting, for loop, if conditions, defining a functions, methods, passing variables, calling functions, okay, executing functions in different places. Every damn thing in coding will be developed by generative AI. Your again role is to prepare a proper effective prompt and making your generative AI to work for you. It will can prepare complete end-to-end algorithm. So not only that, it can also prepare test cases for every line of code, unit test cases, integration test cases, system testing cases. So it's very interesting, right? Debugging and optimization. It can automatically debug the code. It can go to every line of the code and identify mistakes, identify give you solutions, and it can also prepare a documentation. It can also maintain a version controlling. Each and every activity of software development can be automized by generative AI without any manual intervention. As I've been telling you, your job is to prepare only effective prompts. So we have a different types of different methods, different techniques of prompts. So we will be discussing in the prompt in the prompt engineering. Okay. So it's a very big thing, and which is going to change the way you code, the way you develop your software, the way you test your applications, the way you integrate our applications, the way you maintain the source code version controlling, the way you deploy your code in a production environment. Okay. So there will be continuous learning and continuous improvement based on your code repositories. All your foundation models will keep learning your data on your data and keep providing effective solutions based on your prompts. So that is the major impact which is going to be there in the coding and testing and deployment, designing and architecture environment. So what are the benefits to organizations and software developers? Organizations increased efficiency. It's very highly efficient in writing a code, very fast, and improve productivity. So as I told you, for example, if you want to build a 1,000 line of code, you may be taking, as a human, you may be taking, let's say, 1 week time to write 1,000 line of code. to write a code, to test a code, to prepare test cases and test continuously. But here with generative AI, you can do it within 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, you can write 1,000 line of code, but with proper prompt engineering. That is the reason all organizations are inclined towards implementing generative AI. Enhanced collaboration. The communication will be very, very, very easy. Task coordination also very, very be easy with the help of generative AI. So there will be a very, very clear dashboards built with the generative AI. With the help of dashboards, you can collaborate all your teams. Better decision making. Here, the very least chances of making a mistakes in analyzing the code, understanding the data, and all that. A lot of cost saving. Return on investment is very, very huge. You can save 50% of the cost because a lot of manpower, the overheads are getting saved here. A lot of effort has been reduced in developing the code. So time to deploy is also very, 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 very less, very fast. So quality also will be improved because it is automatically generated code based on your prompt engineering. So it can also test that code automatically very effectively. It can also improve our performance. It can deliver very high quality. It can also review the code what is prepared by team members like a peer reviews, and there is no human intervention is required. As I told you, the deployment also it can do automatic deployment. See, most of these activities are going to be major benefits to organization. In many places, you can remove manpower and introduce a generative AI. So to develop those generative AI models, so there are many new openings are created. That's where organizations are recruiting developers. But developers' main advantage is increase efficiency and productivity. You don't need to spend hours together to write logic, or you don't need to break your head to build a logic for complex algorithms. Your generative AI, you can simply write those algorithms. So you just need to know how to prompt it. And a lot of creativity and innovation can be applied with the generative AI because you don't need to focus on building the logic. You can focus on how effectively you can write a code or what are the different ways of creating a code effectively. So if you are able to focus on this, definitely you will be able to develop very creative applications and very innovative techniques can be applied. The faster development life cycle, as I've told you an example, instead of taking 10 days, you can develop in 10 minutes. The enormous amount of development life cycle has been reduced. Very, very high quality. So here, many people develop the code and pass it on to quality people. Quality people will test it and fire back to developers, and developers will have to again rework on those test findings and all that is eliminated now. So access to advanced tools and technologies, there will be a lot of new tools like on fly you can prepare coding, on fly you can test it. So very good collaboration among the teams. So you can really enjoy work-life balance. These are the major benefits to software developers. So we have seen a lot of benefits for developers, organizations, and we understood what is the role and different responsibilities, different activities, and how what is the generative AI, how generative AI is going to impact every activity in software development. So now you can imagine what will be the future of software developer. So if you want to start learning generative AI, just give a call to this number or WhatsApp to this number. You can clarify your doubts and sign up to the course.